All right. Looks like I am back. You never know what's going to happen. So if you after the live is done, there is a part one where it cut off like 7 minutes into it for some weird reason. Um, but it may happen again. We'll see. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Looks like people are back. My YouTube really does hate where I'm at. I don't get why. If your connection is unstable, please wait while we try reconnecting. So hopefully this one does not end. If it does, Limitless Vlogs, you had a good idea last time, which is just go on Instagram Live. I'm probably just going to do that. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, same as the YouTube name, Shwazy_. I will do an Instagram Live if this one does end up failing, which I would not even be surprised. But as I was saying, the third reason why I haven't been uploading as often, so aside from getting married, honeymoon, and work being busy, is as you guys know, from August of last year to September, I've been uploading at least one or two videos every single week. And I've been putting more and more effort into it, and the channel has definitely been growing, but obviously not to the extent that I would have loved. Putting in more and more effort, it's kind of been a linear growth. And I'm very grateful of that growth. It's been fantastic that it's continued to grow when some channels decrease. But I've noticed that I'm kind of getting into a routine where I'm not really analyzing where the channel is headed. And when you have a routine where, you film Wednesday, Thursday, upload by Friday, and then restart Saturday, Sunday, you kind of don't have time to analyze everything. And so taking a little bit of a step back to see where YouTube is headed is, I think, beneficial. And that had a month to look at it. I'm going to take a little bit longer to really analyze where the channel's going. And that may mean that I'm no longer going to be uploading once every week. It might mean that I'll continue that. I really don't know what direction it's going, but I kind of do need to take a step back and analyze if I'm headed in the right direction with this channel. And if I'm doing, filming or recording stuff that you all want to see. Limitless Vlogs, my grandma's from, I do not even know how to pronounce that. Hawaii. I don't even know how to say it probably. So there you go. No, that's cool. I don't even know what island that is on. Maybe that is an island, but let me know. Tigui, welcome back. Thank you so much for having me, man. I appreciate it. So, kind of long story short on what's going to happen on the channel. I've always been into cars. I don't imagine that's ever going to change. So this channel is always going to be a car channel, but I may throw in some other stuff, some other kind of like vlog stuff or life things, just to kind of keep it fun. I don't know if I'm going to focus as much time on the YouTube channel as I have over the last year, but I'm going to do it when kind of the same schedule that I had when I first started this channel, which was maybe one or two videos a month. When I had a really good idea, when there was something I was passionate about, I'm going to upload that video. And funny or not, it sometimes my older videos are way more popular than any of the newer ones. Even though I didn't put as much time into analyzing everything and understanding, what kind of videos I should put or titles. It was just kind of having fun with it and uploading when I wanted to. And that's probably the schedule I'm going to go back on. But who knows? I mean, maybe a week from now, I'm going to start uploading weekly and I'll, continue as is. But it does get a little bit more difficult also in the wintertime because it gets dark pretty early here in Utah. I mean, in the dead of winter, it's like 5:30 and it's dark. So if I ever want to film something after work, it becomes nearly impossible because you can't see me. And, it's not really fun trying to drive and film at the same time when it's pitch black. So I have to kind of rely on weekends, and it just seems like there's always stuff going on. So again, all that in mind, it may be a little bit slower between uploads, and I may be a little bit slower to respond to comments and Instagram. I'm just going to kind of take it, play it by ear and have fun with it. But Limitless Vlogs, just take your time. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, man. I mean, I know the subscribers are going to stay, and for those of you that know me, and we'll stick around and maybe not have as many videos, but still enjoy it. And it's on Oahu Island. Oh, okay. Good to know. That's the same one I think that's Honolulu was on. So good to know about like that. By like 5:36, it's basically like 2 a.m. dark. Yeah, it is. And I know there's places that are worse, especially if you go further north in the wintertime. But yeah, it doesn't help for filming videos. And so yeah, just wanted to let all of you guys know kind of where I've been. I had a couple people reach out and make sure I'm okay, and I appreciate that. I am doing great. It's just been a really busy past month, and it's going to kind of continue on the schedule I've been on for the next near future, unless something changes. But that's all I wanted to portray in today's live stream. I also wanted to make sure you guys are doing good. Answer any questions you might have, because it has been a minute since we've talked. And yeah, and just catch up, because I do miss interacting with a lot of you, especially the few of you that are on this live stream that are on every single time. It's good to catch up and see how you guys are doing, because it's not often you get to do that outside. It's 6:20 and it's still fairly bright. I'm surprised. Yeah, that's true. I feel like sundown right now is 6:45 ish or so. In a couple, I think it's in a week or two, they change the clocks, and then it gets dark at 6 o'clock. It's already dark. So it sucks, but it is what it is. I hate the wintertime. I get into like a seasonal depression in the winter because I love sunlight. And I can't stand it when it's super dark and cold, but we'll get through it. It's okay. But there are worse things. But if you call it if you call it you're a wizard, yeah, I sometimes follow along with the sunrise, sundown stuff. So it's kind of funny. My wife actually sometimes pokes fun at me because I know about the summer solstice and the fall equinox and spring equinox and all that stuff, because I'm a little bit interested in that kind of those kind of subjects, but most people don't know. Yeah, it's been good. I mean, it's been exciting. Nothing really too much to report on the cars. I mean, they haven't really been driven that much. I took it in for an oil change just last week. Just past 5,000 miles on the Hellcat, and it's been officially just over 1 year since I flew out to Denver and picked up the Hellcat, which is super exciting. I can't believe it's been a year, because to me, it still feels like a brand new car. Because it is. I mean, it's 5,000 miles, but it just feels like I just picked it up yesterday. And so that nothing too bad going on there. On the Bronco, everything's going good. Just been enjoying it, driving it a lot. It's got a little over 2,100 miles. That's kind of my daily driver, especially with the weather not being super decent recently. I've been driving that car more often. Let's see. I'm kind of salty they moved the Cars and Coffee from Lehigh. See, I was not aware of that. Let me know where they moved it to. I didn't see any events, but I haven't been on social media as often, and so I figured I probably just missed it, or maybe the season ended. Although I do remember they did it last January and February in the heart of winter. So let me know where they moved it to, because that was a pretty cool event. That was probably the last event I've been to where I met you in person. That may have been the last car show I went to, but yeah, it's all been good though. Good things. It's just somewhere in Salt Lake County. I'll go real quick. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. I mean, that's probably closer to where I live, but I like the Lehigh area. That was nice. T. Grigor, hope you've been good, man. Let me know if you guys have any questions on the cars right now. The next video I do plan to upload will actually be a 1-year update of the Hellcat. I'm just gonna, like I said, I may not focus as much on, micromanaging my videos and just kind of upload it for what it is. And I'm going to talk about my real thoughts about the Hellcat after owning it for 1 year. Obviously good things, but there are some things I would recommend for people who are shopping between a Hellcat and a Scat Pack. I'm going to speak the truth on that one. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. My goal will be to upload it by next Friday, but we'll see what happens. It's in Taylorsville. Okay. That's odd, but sounds good. Maybe I'll keep an eye out for the next Cars and Coffee over there. I felt maybe they got in trouble or something in Lehigh, because everybody seems to need to roar their engines or start farting with their exhaust, and then people get kicked out. So maybe that's what happened. Otherwise, maybe I'll see you at the next event. Hopefully it's going to warm up a little bit. It's supposed to snow, I think, Monday and Tuesday, but then it gets warmed up again. But like I said, I hate the winter times here. There's nothing really fun to do if you're not a skier or snowboarder. And that's part of the reason why I got the Bronco, was to try to create content in the wintertime, because there's no way I'm driving this on the salty roads. They just moved it for a bigger lot because the car show is growing so much. Interesting. Okay. I mean, they were in a huge lot already in over there, but Scavenger 1320, what's going on? Good to see you on here again. Congrats on the wedding. I appreciate it, my man. I saw your comment. I was just telling everybody earlier that I'm a little bit slower to respond on comments right now, but yeah, thank you so much, man. I hope you're doing well over there. Hopefully your channel is continuing to grow. I know last we looked at it, it was just over 1,000 subs. So you got to be at like 5,000 at this point. So if you guys don't know, Scavenger 1320 has a 1320. I don't know, it's not a scat pack, but it's a 1320 Challenger, and he is by far like the biggest on weight reduction and has some of the coolest weight reduction videos on his channel. Really cool guy, just down to earth, really fun to watch his videos. So if you guys want another channel to watch between all my uploads, check out Scavenger 1320. Is there even a 1320 here in Utah? I haven't seen one. I haven't either. Scavenger 1320 is out of Texas, but I have not seen one in person here either. I think they're and he'll correct me if I'm wrong, but they only make like a couple thousand a year, and his is one of them for 2020 model year, I think. He got his, I think, right before, a couple months before I got my Hellcat. But thanks. Yeah, it's a slow grind. It is, man. I mean, if you're curious, you can rewind and listen to what I was talking about earlier on the live stream and why I might not be uploading as often as I used to. It's just, yeah, it's a lot of work, and nobody said it was going to be easy, but there's other stuff that you have to focus on sometimes. And in my case, that's what's happening. But 1,054 in 2019, only 410 in 2020, and unknown for 2021. So if I'm not mistaken, you're one of the 410 in 2020, which is phenomenal. Yes, I forgot to mention his is Hellraisin as well. So of course, he had the first Hellraisin I knew on YouTube, at least that I'm aware of. And before I even got mine, I remember telling him that he's going to like the color of the car I get. So I'll watch the replay to see what I missed. Yeah, it's not a big deal, man. Just kind of talking about where I've been. This is actually part 2 of the video because the first part ended up crapping out on me 7 minutes into it. So this is the second update live stream because YouTube seems to have issues whenever I film in the garage. Rest in peace, Plum Crazy and B5 Blue. Yep, it's unfortunate. I love Plum Crazy. They're probably going to bring it back. I would not even be surprised. And the B5 Blue is now Frost. Yeah, I was just about to say Frostbite is very, very similar to B5 Blue, although I think the B5 Blue is a little bit more bluish, but both really cool colors. And yeah, I mean, Scavenger 1320, hope everything else is going good, life personally, and everything in general. Hopefully no more power outages over there in Texas as you suffered with over the summer. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been YouTube is quite a journey. My new favorite has to be the FA Green or Go Mango. What about Hellraisin, man? Come on. You got to pick Hellraisin. But I do like the green color. Go Mango, I'm 50-50 on. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. So to me, I like the green more than that one. And then my favorite probably right now has to be that Gold Rush color that the Dodge brought in for the 50th anniversary, then got rid of. Now it brought back for one at the LA Auto Show back in 20th anniversary. And that color is really cool, but I haven't ever seen it. I don't know of anybody who owns one personally. And that Gold Rush color is really cool. I love Hellraisin. Just replaced my favorite. Yeah, I think Hellraisin is awesome. Man, what's good? Missed you. I know I miss you guys. That's what I was talking about earlier, is having these live streams is fun to catch up with some people who I haven't been able to catch up on, and I haven't been on Instagram for quite a bit, or at least, going through Instagram and seeing everybody's posts. So I hope you're doing good, man, over there on the East Coast. Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if you decided to sell your SRT, because I know that's something that was on your mind for a little bit. Scavenger 1320. I like Go Mango when it's next to red. By itself, though, it looks more red than orange. Yeah, it's kind of an odd color. Like in some photos, it looks like it's red, and it looks like the Tor red color in a way, and then other times it's not. Gold Rush color is sick. I love it. I mean, if I had bought a 2021 model year, it would have been a tough choice between Hellraisin or Gold Rush, just because it's such a cool color. I haven't posted on my Instagram in months. I've never seen the Gold Rush color. Didn't even know about it till now. Yeah, got to check it out, man. They did it for 1 year, and now I think everybody can get it. At least any Hellcat or Scat Pack can. But yeah, it's YouTube's been a grind. At least, you got to keep up with social media. You got to keep up YouTube. So it's just kind of fallen in the wayside with everything going on. But gonna guess a wrap or maybe like some accessories and down below. Otherwise, you can keep us guessing, but I'll keep my eyes out on it. Hopefully, your family's doing well too. Hopefully, your daughter's equestrian stuff is going well. So glad that you're on here, and I got to catch you before we finish it off. This one isn't going to be a long one, but just figured I'd give you guys an update on what's going on rather than have you wait until the next upload. But let's see. The Evoke is doing good so far with the wife. Wanted to call her fiance. The wife's Evoke is doing great. She's taking in for service here in the next little bit, and she's probably going to be the next new car on the channel because I'm not planning on getting any other cars for the meanwhile. I've got enough my hands full with the 2 cars I have, so she's probably going to replace hers, potentially keep it, but probably replace hers with a different one. And stay tuned for that. She's not even sure. It may even have an electric component to it. So let's see. Is Octane Red still a thing? I think so, actually. I do think that they still make that color. In fact, I don't know if they make Tourette anymore or if they replaced it with Octane Red. LOL. Yeah, glad I caught up with you too, bro. Hope your dad and family are doing good too. Thanks, my man. I appreciate it. Yep. Update on the Toronado is there's not much of an update since the last upload. It's kind of just taken apart, and he's been slammed with work. He has had no opportunities to really find a place that can do some paint work to it and do most of the body work is actually done. It's just really repainting the car. All of the chrome is off and everything. But, not only has he been busy, but every shop, you know how it is, because of COVID, they're out 6 months for any types of work. So, everything from engine work to paint job. Connection says it's unstable, so it may disconnect at any moment. That car is kind of the same position. Let's see. 2018, I believe, was the last year of Destroyer Gray. They're just getting rid of all the sexy colors. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Destroyer Gray was one of my favorites. They removed it, then they brought it back, and then the Plum Crazy, they're gone. Oh, look, we've got a dog over here. So Lexi will come say hello. Hey, hello. Your connection's been going in and out. Oh, really? There's our little dog. She hates being held, but all right, I'll let you go. Thanks for stopping by. I mean, they've got some cool colors like the Gold Rush, and then they've got I kind of like the cinnamon stick color as well, but then some of the classics they've gotten rid of, and now everybody has a Destroyer Gray of one way or another. Like Kia has a Destroyer Gray color, that concrete gray, and I feel like I've seen it on every Audis have it. So everybody's been doing that. Not to say Dodge was the first by any means, but you can get that color in a lot of different vehicles. Just no longer can you get it on a Dodge. I did have a cool experience, and you guys saw that video with Ben Hardy where I got to review his car. He's a big YouTuber. He's got over 120 some thousand subscribers, and it was cool, to have the opportunity to meet with him and see his TRX. That thing is a beast. It's kind of my first time riding inside of a TRX and feeling that acceleration. And although you can definitely feel like the Hellcat, or I should say the Challenger Hellcat, is just the power. I mean, when you're being pushed back in like a 7,000-8,000 pound car, I imagine, or something. It's just kind of like you're defying physics. And so it's really impressive, but I feel like I'm losing people here because my connection's going in and out. So I apologize for that if you guys have lost me, but let's see. Todd Watkins, F8 green is fire too. It is, man. I like that color. Tourette is cool, but too basic for me. Hello. Good seeing you on here again. Dinner's ready, so I got to go for now. Scavenger, thank you so much for joining, man. I'll catch you at the next one. So say hello to your family and hope everybody's doing well. Limitless Vlogs, why does YouTube hate Utah? Yeah, I mean, my wife just came in and said that I'm cutting in and out, which I didn't really even know of. So I don't think this live stream is going to last very long. I think next time I may just end up letting everybody on YouTube know, like with a community post, and doing it on Instagram Live, even though I have never done Instagram Live that I know of. I doubt it's going to have these types of issues because it's just using my cellular network. So, but I appreciate you guys sticking through it, and I apologize. There's really not much I can do. My Wi-Fi's on, and I'm in the same spot I've always been, and yet for some reason it's not working. So my apologies. And yeah, Limitless Vlogs, to your point, some of the colors, I like some of the crazier ones, not like white, black, red. I kind of like the weird ones. Specific means I shouldn't do live streams, but I enjoy it. I think you guys have a kick out of it, especially when you can't really catch up on videos because aside from doing some of the live premieres, there's not really a way to interact. So it's good to catch some of you guys that aren't here in Utah and be able to catch up with you. But let's see. And the Bronco, everything's going pretty good. One thing I want to talk about that I haven't uploaded yet is the engine. A lot of people complain about the 2.3 liter EcoBoost, saying it's super sluggish and it's just horrible. And I want to talk about that in the video because I absolutely disagree. I know most of you guys on here are Dodge people, but if you are ordering a Bronco and you're looking at the 2.3 or the 2.7, 2.3 liter is more than enough power. So don't even worry about it. Let's see. An F8 green 69 Daytona would be sick. That is true. That would be a cool color on a car like that, because those cars, I think any color on that shape of vehicle would look really sick. Even like a Hellraisin or a Plum Crazy. Well, I think they did Plum Crazy, but a Hellraisin would look really cool. The cinnamon stick would look really cool on that too. Definitely dig the live streams. Appreciate that, Todd. Yeah, I'll keep them going as much as I can for whoever's interested. But I'm a Ford guy when it comes to trucks, but Dodge for cars. I've never really been that big into Ford. I mean, I've never had a huge preference. I just really like the Challenger, and that got me into Dodge. But I've been impressed with Ford. I mean, their like navigation system is a million times better than anything on my Challenger. My Challenger's like, I might as well just use a Garmin from 2002 if I want to go anywhere. So I just use my phone. But on the Bronco, I actually ended up using the navigation system, and it got me to a point in, my man. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I know it's been a minute since we've seen each other. I couldn't make it to the last Saratoga Sundays, and I think I had something wedding related for that day. I think that's why I couldn't make it. But anyways, hopefully you're doing well, my man. And I don't mind the engine size. It's just the towing capacity that kills it for me. Yeah, Todd, and I got a lot of hate from people in that video saying, well, you're not buying a truck, so what did you expect? But to be honest, like I said, my RAV4, which was a unibody, small SUV, could tow the same amount as the Bronco. I know even before making the video, I know it's because of the suspension, but that doesn't mean that they couldn't have figured out a way to do that, or maybe change some things up, because it is, the Ranger, although it's not as capable off-road, can tow more than that. And so 3,500 pounds is just, it's kind of weak for a car that size. Luckily, I don't really tow that much. I do have a small trailer, but it's not going to exceed 3,500 pounds. But like I said in the video, I mean, if I had a vehicle that could tow more, I may consider going to like more drag strips, like where Scavenger 1320 is located in Texas, and having like a car trailer that I could put the Hellcat on and tow it with my other car. And I just can't do that with the Bronco. Limitless Vlogs, I want a 6-inch lifted F450 with a big turbo and deleted. Man, that would be insane. I mean, the F450 is already like 12 feet tall, so I can't even imagine. I saw Street Speed. He has I think he had an F450 or F250 or 350 or something, and his is all, sometimes get stressed out parking the Bronco, let alone something like 3 times the size. So Ford friggin' Ranger, man. I know, yeah, Ranger can tow more than the Bronco. And again, it's all suspension, I get it, but still, it's only 8 feet tall. It's tiny. What you talking about? Yeah, 8 feet tall is like the size of the ceiling over here. So big trucks are there. I can't imagine. They're hard to maneuver, but they look really cool. So other than that, CarWise Evoque we already talked about, and then my dad's Toronado we talked about, and nothing much else going on. I'll probably start wrapping up the live stream. Hopefully you guys have some fun plans tonight, whether that means just relaxing and chilling or doing something. and hopefully you guys enjoy your weekend. It is starting to get cold here, so I turn into a bear and I go hibernation mode. So I could run over people who cut us off. That would sometimes be very nice. I'm not going to lie, especially because it seems like the drivers here keep getting worse and worse. Yeah, it's insane. But having those big trucks, yeah, I can't imagine having one of those compared to like a Fiat 500 right next to it. That would be, I mean, no matter what safety features you have, if you have something that massive coming at you, there's no way that you're going to be safe in a car like a Fiat 500 or a smart car. So I just don't think we're built for those types of cars here in the States. They make sense, I think, in Europe with the smaller roads, but here, those smart cars, I saw seeing some of the crash tests on those cars. I can't imagine they survive anything. But I mean, they look kind of cool. So I guess for some people they're perfect, but it'd be fun to own a Fiat 500 a Barth for at least like a day to rent it out or to rent one and have fun with it. But I don't think I could ever own one of those. But Watts here in American Fork has a big lifted F450. It's just like 150,000 a little out of budget. Yeah, and those trucks get insanely expensive. I mean, people are talking about the TRX being 70, 80, 90 grand, but that's not anything new. I mean, they've had trucks, up to 100 grand in the past. Maybe a little bit larger, a little bit more capable, at least in towing capacity than a TRX. But yeah, I mean, kind of going off what I was saying earlier, I was impressed with the TRX. If you guys ever get a chance to drive in one, I mean, they're cool. They're fast. They're quick. They're not quite the same experience as a Hellcat on a Challenger, but they're really good. They're way more capable than what this car can do. If I probably really only wanted one car, and I'm kind of tired of the Challenger, I'd probably go for a TRX. Although they've had some issues, which really surprises me because how around for a long time, and the Ram has been around. Even the current generation has been around for a long time. So you think they'd speak together and be okay, but I don't know. And that new Raptor, I have seen the new F-150 Raptor driving around. That one does look pretty cool. I mean, I know it's not a V8. They're planning, I think, on putting in a Ford. Ford is planning on putting a V8 into a Raptor, but so far they haven't, at least in the new generation. But that could be a game changer for the TRX. But if you can find a TRX for 70,000, you're lucky. Most are 100 grand now. That is true. I mean, today's market is, I'm discounting that. Even finding a used, you can get there's a Hellcat with 50,000 miles. You're still paying over 60 grand. I mean, the market right now is insane. And I'm on this forum where Bronco people are talking about their orders and deliveries, and most people still haven't taken delivery of a Bronco. And those that are in the process of taking delivery, I mean, I'm just reading these horror stories of these dealerships that are lying to them or charging over MSRP. And I mean, it's a mess. I'm very, very fortunate that I was able to get the Bronco at MSRP because otherwise it would have been a mess. And so I don't envy the people that are stuck in that situation where in some situations the dealership has converted their people's reservation into an order that wasn't what the customer wanted. I mean, it's really just insane how much these dealerships are kind of screwing over customers. And obviously I'm only seeing one side of it, which is the customer side, but I'm not really surprised that there are issues going on with the ordering process. But there's a 2017 Hellcat with 36,000 miles. And Todd Watkins, I saw a Bronco like yours going for 6. You guys know how much I paid for it. I made a video about it. It wasn't cheap by any means. If you guys can still hear me, I don't know. It says that there's 0 people on this live stream. I think you guys are reconnecting, but yeah, I mean, 68,000 for a car that's really MSRP'd at like, I don't know, 35, 40, 45,000. It's crazy. And I mean, some people are charging 80,000 on these forums I'm on. And it's really just, it's insane. And I get it. I mean, if I didn't really like want my car or love it, I'd probably try to flip it and make money on it. But at the end of the day, I really like it. I enjoy it. I'm planning on having it for a while. And what I should have done is ordered 2 Broncos and sold one and kept the other. If I was smart, I would have done that, but I didn't. So, either 2017 or 2015, I don't remember. Todd Watkins, right? We can hear you here and there, buffer, but not long. Okay, good to know. Thanks. Yeah, because it just all of a sudden shows that there's 0 people on, then it jumps back. So I have no idea what's going on. But Yeah, I mean the markup is crazy on the Broncos, and people are paying for it. And there every day I see a new list price, and I think there are some that go over 100,000, especially the first editions. But unfortunately, I don't want to sell mine, and if I was to sell one, I'd have to wait probably another 2 years to get another Bronco. If I was to kind of end up at the bottom of the line and start reordering, it would take 2 years to get one. So not about that. I like it. I enjoy it. I didn't just get it for YouTube. I got it kind of because I was interested in it, and so far it's been great. I do want to still make some upgrades on the car. I want to upgrade the wheels, hands down, 100%. That's something I want to do. I just haven't gotten around to it. And also financially, I haven't gotten around to it. It's, the wedding takes a lot out of you, as I'm sure you know. And so, yeah, that's probably the next big upgrade to the Bronco is changing the wheels and tires. The other side of it is I haven't really found a good set that I want to change to. And also the size. If I go too large, I'm going to have to probably put a lift on it. I'm going to have to take out the crash bars. And I don't know if I want the car. It's already pretty tall as it is. So I may stick to a smaller tire size. I think it's 2015 and 2017 with an aftermarket wide body, 36,000 miles for 40,000. If I bought it, I'd cut the fenders that they didn't cut. They just 3M taped it on without cutting them fenders. That's insane, man. I mean, 2 years ago, you could get a used Hellcat for probably $45,000. So it kind of doesn't surprise me that, in today's market, 40 grand and you're getting a salvage title with a fake body kit. So, but let's see. It's yeah, the Bronco is kind of the little project car at this point. Just figuring out what I want to do. I definitely want to get it ceramic coated. I keep pushing off Blackhawk polishing because I'm waiting if I want to put any vinyl on it. And one update is I did put up a carport around the Bronco. So now it's protected from some of the elements. It's not a garage by any means, but I may upload a video. I filmed a few things while I was building it. So I may put up a video on how I built a carport for the Bronco. So that's probably the biggest update. But that way I feel a little bit more secure with it constantly getting beaten down by the weather and protecting the paint for just a little bit longer. Since I can't park it in a 2-car garage. So and they just put 1-inch spacers instead of buying new wheels. I mean, that's insane. I mean, not to say anybody's going to buy it for 40 grand, but you never know. In today's money, it seems like 40 grand is really not that much, which is insane to think about. But inflation is here. I'm just here to say that from my point of view, inflation is 100% real and it's here. So unfortunately, we have to deal with it. So, but yeah, well, thank you all for joining. Let me know if you guys have any other questions, but stay tuned. Hope you guys happy, but connections out. Oh, there we go. Okay. So my wife's telling me that the connection's running out. So I think that means that it's probably time to go, but they're also selling a salvage title, 1 of 93 Viper TA, unknown price at the moment. Weird. I don't know. I guess it's a 1 of 93. So maybe even with a salvage title would be okay, but I don't know. Thanks, bro. I'm glad I caught you. Todd, I'm glad I caught you. Limitless Vlogs, I'm glad I caught you as well. And everybody else who's been on there or who stuck around with this glitchy and horrible live stream that we've had to deal with. But again, enjoy your guys' weekend. Thank you all who have supported me up to this point. We'll see where the channel goes, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if there's any videos you want to see, particularly with this car or that one or the Bronco, let me know in the comments below, either on this video or anywhere else. I do read pretty much all the comments, and I'll be happy to make that video. So sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what content to make because I don't know what you guys want to know. So let me know, and that way I can make those videos for the future. But Limitless Vlogs, they rebuilt cars. Goon Squad, if you've ever heard of them. I haven't heard of Goon Squad, but I do know of quite a few people that just take salvage title cars and rebuild them. But I personally don't agree with that. I don't think it's, I don't think they're ever going to be as safe as clean title cars. But that's just my opinion. But with that, we'll end it. Enjoy your guys' weekend. And, as always, stay Shwazy, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. It was great catching you all, and have a fantastic weekend.